Hey, today we're looking at the Capri and the Capri 2 Deluxe Sketch Boxes. They're both nice elm hardwood sketch boxes that are a big roomy 12 inches by 6 inches by 3 inches deep. So a little bit smaller than a briefcase. They've got brass plated hardware. They've got these very nice kind of luggage grade handles on them. They have really neat hardware on the back that allows you to open up this lid and it actually stops it. It can't go back further than that, so that it's a nice kind of handy way to, if you're gonna have the box open and be painting on your lap, it's not gonna jostle around. Inside are wood pallets. We've got a little mechanism that holds the carriage here and that will lean that out so you can actually pull your pallet out, so you can have your paints on your pallet and still be able to safely carry them. You wouldn't have to scrape them off when you're finished painting and you know, to keep it from getting up in the top of your paint box. It just slides in here on that little carriage. It's still got plenty of room, you can see, with this bar to keep it where it's not going to kind of smack up into the top of your box, and then it just locks back into place with this little lever there. With the original Capri box, we've got 3 compartments, and they are laid out in a means where this says that it'll take a 40 milliliter tube of paint, but actually we've got 60 milliliter tubes of acrylic paint in here right now. So depending on the manufacturer's kind of size of their tube and the way it's laid out, you can fit up to a 60 milliliter tube of paint in here. Room for mediums kind of in the center area, charcoal, you know, your tin cups, any of your painting paraphernalia. And then you've got a really roomy area for brushes or palette knives or kind of any of your other painting tools. The Capri 2, instead of having those 3 compartments, we've got 2, but it gives you the ability to carry really large tubes with you. What we've got on the website, I believe, is that it takes up to a 70 milliliter tube of paint, but we found today that's not the case. We've actually got 150 milliliter paint tubes in here that fit in easy with room to spare, and then we've even got 225 milliliter paint tubes in here. So you could configure this, you know, even if you went with little tiny 20 milliliter paint tubes, you could put a whole bunch of them in this area if you wanted, or you can take up to these big giant ones. The only kind of drawback on being able to carry that is then you're reduced for space for mediums and brushes and palette knives. But as you can see, that's still a pretty large area there to be able to carry your tools. So, so the Capri Original and the Capri 2 Deluxe sketch boxes, they're both very handy portable ways of carrying your painting paraphernalia. The Capri Original, obviously, is the natural finish, and then we've got the dark stain finish with the Capri 2. Handy for carrying all your painting needs.